This chapter is about fractional indices. You might see a number written to a power which is a fraction. Let's say you are asked to evaluate 4 to the power of 1/2. A power of 1/2 means a square root. So 4 to the power of 1/2 is the square root of 4, which is 2.
A power of 1/3 is a third root. A power of 1/4 is a fourth root, and so on. 64 to the power of 1/6 is the sixth root of 64. That means we're trying to find the number which, when acted upon by a power of 6, gives 64. The number is 2. 64 to the power of 1/6 equals 2.
We've looked at fractional powers with a numerator of 1, but you also need to be able to work with powers with other numerators. Let's look at 8 to the power of 2/3.
The denominator of the power, the 3, is still telling us to cube root. The numerator just acts as a whole number power does, so the 2 is telling us to square the number. This means that we need to cube root and square. We can do this in any order, but it's easier to do the rooting first. We are going to find the cube root of 8 and then square the answer. The cube root of 8 is 2 and 2 squared is 4.
Another example is 81 to the power of 3/4. The denominator of the fraction is 4, and that's telling us to find the fourth root of 81. The fourth root of 81 is 3, because 3 to the power of 4 is 81. Because the numerator is 3, we now need to cube the 3 that we got by fourth rooting. 3 cubed is 27, so 81 to the power of 3/4 equals 27.
Another thing you're expected to know about is negative fractional powers. Let's start with 125 to the power of negative 4/3. A negative power indicates the reciprocal of the equivalent positive power. So, 125 to the power of negative 4/3 equals 1 over 125 to the power of 4/3. That would be 1 over the cube root of 125 to the power of 4. The cube root of 125 is 5, and 5 to the power of 4 is 625. So, 125 to the power of negative 4/3 equals 1 over 625.